I'm thinking about my role as a coach of helping the client have some spiritual awareness. Now, first of all, this thinking about their spiritual awareness is certainly not problem oriented. I'm not thinking, oh, because of this problem, we need spiritual awareness. I'm trying to watch out for my client in several areas: emotional awareness, physical awareness, spiritual awareness, even mental, how's your brain working kind of awareness. And I'm not just focusing on anything in particular. It's not heavy handed. I'm not just going to steer the conversation into, how's your life with God, just as I'm not going to necessarily just steer the conversation into how's your diet, or how are you taking care of your brain, or oh, we need to make this about your emotions. I'm not going to just assume anything, but I'm going to keep all of these things in mind. But one thing in mind is I want to be thinking about, as a Christian coach, what is their spiritual awareness in this situation? Not heavy-handed. I may not make any comments or ask any questions about that at all unless I see the appropriate opportunity for it. And also with this not part here, it's not problem focused. It's not heavy-handed. It's also not me doing the spiritual heavy lifting. It's not me praying. It's not me telling my client what the Holy Spirit's telling me. I'm not doing a good service to my client, because what I want to do for the client is increase their awareness. And let's talk about three kinds of awareness. One is a general awareness of God and what God's maybe trying to do in the world, and that different ways we can feel God's presence or know that he is near, in whatever way that is, a general awareness of God. A second way is a conversational awareness. And this is where we talk about, a triad, that coaching is a triad in Christian circles. It's the client, it's me, the coach, and it's the Holy Spirit. And that the Holy Spirit's not only talking to me, but the Holy Spirit's talking to them. And they are talking to the Holy Spirit, and I am talking to the Holy Spirit. So this idea that they have this connection that they can tap into, and that's going to be my priority, is that they're tapping into the conversational awareness with God, and I'm not doing it for them. That's a big deal right there. And so just in general, I rarely pray for my client. There are a few times that I do, but it's more important to me that my client prays about the problem, about the action they're going to take, whatever it would be. And a third level is action awareness. What action is the Holy Spirit leading my client into? What steps should they take? We certainly see in the New Testament the Apostle Paul having times where he wanted to go a specific direction, but the Holy Spirit said, not right now, go a different way. And so even letting the Spirit have a say into what action steps. But again, not being heavy-handed, not saying this is what you need to do. I remember one time I was being coached and I was sharing a problem, and it didn't have anything to do with anything in particularly spiritual. And my coach said, have you prayed about this? And I said, I haven't really spent any time in prayer on this. And then my coach said, why not? Heavy-handed. We want to be really open-handed with the Spirit, how we can interact with the Spirit, and most importantly, how we can nurture communication between our client and the Spirit. Be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any of our great content.